Animal companions are an important part of Disney canon and their brand. So when we saw today's animal companion reveal, we were super excited. But just how companion are these companions? When it comes to Disney films, animal companions are some of our favorite characters, and they fill a very important role in the stories. So of course, when an animal companion reveal came out, I had to rank them on their companionness, because that's how my brain works. So there are two parts to this phrase. The first, animal, seems pretty self-explanatory, except this is Disney. And so the fact that we're using the word animal in the title means that the companion is aiding a non-animal, a human or human equivalent like a mermaid. Otherwise, this category would just be companions. So for this reason, Thumper, Flower, and every character from Robin Hood are out. They don't qualify as quote-unquote animal companions. The second part is companion. These animals tend to offer comfort to their humans. Sometimes they offer wisdom or advice. Sometimes they help out. Generally, these characters are along for the ride, or in the case of Philippe or Maximus, they are the ride. Adding these characters to movies is a big part of Disney's brand. Think Miko from Pocahontas, or Philippe from Beauty and the Beast, Mushu, Archimedes from Sword in the Stone. Sometimes it feels like every human in a Disney movie has some sort of animal companion or sidekick. So today, when The Gamer published an article of animal companions in Disney Lorcana, we were super excited because we've seen some great ones. These are some of our favorite characters. And then we saw the list. And we started asking ourselves, oh, wait a second, are these all animal companions? And the answer is no. No, they aren't. Also, if you're asking yourself why this matters, it matters because Disney. So we're going to rank these animals' companionness on a scale of 1 to 5 paws. And we'll start with the animal companions that were revealed today. And let's start with an easy one, Iago from Aladdin. This is your quintessential animal companion and sidekick. He offers advice, definitely helps Jafar do some of the dirty work, and is generally along for the ride. Eventually, he becomes a companion to Aladdin and then Cassim. Solid 5, this is what we're talking about when we talk animal companion. Another easy one is Flounder, who gets 5 paws despite being a fish. Flounder is another quintessential animal companion. Flounder is there for Ariel, offers advice, and is generally one helpful fish, despite looking a little weird in the remake. Next up is TIBBS. Now, look, we were really excited to see Sergeant TIBBS, but TIBBS is not an animal companion. At this point in the movie, despite the fact that there are humans in it, TIBBS is assisting Pongo and Purdy to recover their puppies. He's not an animal companion, as it were. TIBBS is number 1 in my heart, but he also only gets 1 paw for animal companionness. Here's another one who falls into this category, Timon. As a 1, he's not an animal companion. I mean, he's an animal and he's a companion. But as soon as you put those two together in the context of Disney, Timon really doesn't fit the bill. He's a friend to Simba, but the fact that Simba's a lion and not a human means, sorry Timon, 1 paw. Next up, we have a character from the Animal Companion Hall of Fame, and it's Pascal from Tangled. This character is always there when Rapunzel needs. In fact, when you think of Disney animal sidekicks, I mean, it doesn't get any better than Pascal. Not only that, I think Pascal is a great card. I love it. I love dropping him on turn 1. Pascal is 5 paws and one of the first cards going in my Amethyst deck. Now it's a weird one with Cerberus. My immediate reaction was this is not an animal companion. But then I had a bit of a discussion with Brandon over in B Squared, who pointed out that
Merriam-Webster does not have a definition for animal companion. Instead, they have a definition for companion animal, which reads a domesticated animal. And technically, Cerberus qualifies as a domesticated animal because he's domesticated by Hades. So although he's not the first animal that I would think of for a companion animal, by definition, technically is. It's a stretch though.
In a way, he does fit the animal companion category, even though Hades doesn't take him along for the ride oftentimes or use him for advice or wisdom. So he convinced me a little bit. He's not an instant 1 in my book. I'm going to give him 2.5 paws. So those are the 6 characters from the animal companion reveal, 3 of which fit the bill, 2 of which do not, and 1 which kind of falls in the middle. But what about other cards that we've seen in Lorcana so far? How do they stack up? First up, Maximus, 5 paws or 5 hooves. Next up is Heihei, who doesn't help out so much but does offer comfort to Moana throughout her journey. Also, fun facts about Heihei, he's Ryan Miller's favorite animal sidekick, the brand manager and co-game designer for Lorcana. He's also the favorite Disney character of Prince Harry, oddly enough. Definitely more popular than I give him credit for. Also a solid sidekick is Khan, Mulan's horse, who doesn't have his own card yet, but we see him in Mulan's picture, so we've got to add him on the list. Now, here's some more weird ones. Let's take a look at the Cheshire Cat. I would argue, not a sidekick. Cheshire Cat does offer some advice, but is definitely not along for the journey and is not there to help Alice whenever she needs it. So, 2 paws. Another weird one is Tigger. You could argue that Tigger is an animal companion to Christopher Robin, but in the preponderance of their adventures and their TV shows, Tigger and friends are kind of doing things on their own. Christopher Robin isn't around, so whenever Christopher Robin's off on an adventure and Tigger's present, he's definitely an animal sidekick, but doesn't really fall in that category most of the time. 2.5 paws. Finally, we have Stitch. And Stitch is such a tough one. He's not really an animal, he's an alien. And to be honest, he's kind of the protagonist of the whole film, so he's not really a sidekick. There are times where he falls into the role of Lilo's dog and is kind of an animal companion there, but I don't know. To me, I think he's more the protagonist. And in fact, Lilo may be the sidekick more than anything else. 2 paws. So that's our list. What did we get right? What did we get wrong? And which animal companions are you excited to see appear in the game? Let us know in the comments below, and thanks for stopping by.